Rasmus Karjalainen, how's it going? It's the gaffer Adam John from KuPS. How's it going? Yeah, it's good to hear that everything's going well for you in Greece, but I got some news for you. I'm not going to need your floor anymore. I'm moving out. I'm leaving Finland. I'm getting a new job. What do you mean it's not even your flat anymore? I know that. I just thought I'd let you know. Why do you want me to stop calling you? If I move to Greece, can I go on? He hung up on me. So it wasn't his floor, and he doesn't want me to go to Greece. What have I done to upset him? What's going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a super swan, and welcome to episode 18 of the FM19 Brexit Manager, where Brexit means Brexit, and we are in the job centre at the moment. This is a list of all the available jobs at this present moment. As I mentioned in the last episode, we're not going to be resigning from KuPS. We are staying in charge, but we're going to look for a job whilst we're in a job, because we still need that money coming in, and I'm still sleeping on Karjalainen's former flat's floor, because obviously he's moved on now, so it's kind of my flat now. So there's a few interesting jobs. So we've already applied for Ghent, but I've noticed they got insecure finances, so I'm a bit touch and go whether I want to go to Belgium. But there's two other jobs that I've seen that might be of interest. The first being Austria Vienna in the Austrian Premier Division. So if I look at the job advert, FK Austria Vienna looking for a new manager to take charge of the team currently in the Austrian Premier Division. So it doesn't even tell me what they want. So I'm going to apply for that job. If we look at the profile, look at their key player. He's alright, isn't he? 3.9 mil, 10k a week, Ghanaian. I mean, they came second the last 2 years, and they're currently third. So they might be sacked their manager because they're struggling, maybe. So I'm not too sure. The other one I've looked at is Sean from Switzerland. Now, this is another team, if I look at the profile, they're the top of the league in their nation. Finished 7th the year before and 4th last season. They're 7th in the Super League this time round. If I look at the job advert for this one, Sean are looking for a new manager who can guide the team to a top half finish in the Swiss Super League. I'll apply for that job as well. That one looks interesting as well. 3-star reputation on that one. Cluj is another one, but insecure finances. I'm not too sure on that one. Have we managed to get an interview for that one? Vienna have received it, but Sean have turned me down as the interview process is over. So we're only in the looking now for Ghent and Austria Vienna. So if I go back to job security, there's the job centre. We're not interested in the English club, so we'll take them out because Brexit means Brexit. I'm not really fussed on the other ones, really. It's got to be a 3-star reputation club or over, I think, if we're interested. And looking at the upcoming jobs, we've got a couple one from Belgium, one from Israel, Turkey, Greece, Israel. I wouldn't mind going to any of those, to be honest, but nothing major coming up. So what I think we'll do, guys, we'll skip forward until we hear of any news from the jobs that we've applied for. That didn't take very long at all. Austria Vienna have offered me a job interview. It was only a day after I applied for it. So we will attend the interview together. So the board are pleased you have taken the time to attend today. There are a few questions we'd like to ask. No problem whatsoever, Wolfgang Katzian. Not an issue at all, mate. How would you overcome the relatively big obstacle of not speaking the language? I'm fairly adept. This will be another string to my bow. You have so far only managed one team throughout your entire career. Is this a good thing or a bad thing in your opinion? Well, to be honest, I've only been a manager for, 2.5 years. So, but I'm going to say I'm tremendously loyal. I want to obviously paint the picture that I'm a loyal guy and I'm going to stick around for the long term. Because, we want to try and big ourselves up as much as we can. Some people might be inclined to say that you're taking something of a risk, leaving what is considered a safe job and looking to make the jump to an altogether bigger challenge. What was the thought process behind the decision? Well, we want to make up, we want to get a better job, climb the ladder, get a better position in the world of football. So I'm going to say I'm keen to make my way up the managerial ladder. And this is a fantastic opportunity. Can you explain why you appear to be running for a few jobs? I'm considering my options, see what's about. You've previously embroiled in media controversies. Oh, this is a question that happens all the time. I swear, right? You get in one controversy, it's going to come up in every single job interview you ever get in Football Manager. So we'll just tell him that I've learned from my mistakes. We're looking for someone to keep taking the team to the next level. Yeah, I'm going to certainly do that for you. We would like to know, do you tend to establish yourself? Yeah, I'm straight away. What do you feel about working with Ralph Moore? I'll work with him, no problem at all. Change of staff? We'll say we have a small budget. Are there any job aspects? Nope. I'll do whatever you tell me to do. So they got 350k wage bills. They've got a bit of loan debt, but the average wage is $4,500. So it's a lot better position than we're in at KuPS. So that's the job interview done with old Wolfgang Katzian. We'll see how well that went. Interesting developments, my friends. The first news article is that Austria Vienna have requested some backroom staff changes. That's normally a very good sign that we're going to get a job offer from them. But let's have a look and see who we want to bring with us. To be honest with you, I would imagine the staff at Vienna is probably better than ours. I mean, that's the assistant manager. He's got 15, 13, 14, and ours has got 8, 8, and 8. So I think I'm pretty okay as far as the staff front goes. I mean, I only said small changes just to make them, we'd have to spend much money getting them in. So I don't think I'm going to make many changes, if anything at all. Let me have a quick look through, though. I mean, to be fair, they've pretty much got all the staff they need, to be honest. They need 2 more scouts. So if I bring Henry Matar with me, and if I can bring Suriname with me, they're not that good, though. I mean, what's the scouts look like for them? Oh, they got much better staff than we have. All right, okay, so we're not going to bring anybody with us. I'm sorry, KuPS, your staff are not good enough for where I'm going. So I'm just going to confirm no change to the staff. But the second news article is that Ghent was unsuccessful because the board have said they couldn't afford the fee. Now, it does say to request board to reduce the compensation demands. Do I risk it, though? I would like to join Ghent as their manager, but they can't afford the compensation fee. Please accept a lower fee? We'd rather you concentrate on finishing the job you started here. If you won't let me, I can't pretend I'm not disappointed. So it doesn't look like we're in the running for the Ghent job, but the Austria Vienna job looks like we might get an offer. So I'm going to go on a further day. Are we going to get an offer the next day? It's normally pretty quick that we get an offer, but nothing's come through yet. We'll go on another day. We do have a Finnish Cup game I might have to play in between. So yeah, I have to play our Finnish Cup game first. So we'll do the Finnish Cup game and we see if we get an offer. Okay, so this is going to be a challenge. Now, I had a comment on one of my videos about how I'm pronouncing this team that we've just beaten. So it's apparently going to put more emphasis on the H rather than the A. So I'm going to give this a go. FC Lati. Lati? I'm not too sure. So if I'm butchering that again, my apologies. But Kaka managed to score a goal. He got the winning goal. And Stamanic, who we've only just signed, is kicking up a fuss because he's unsettled, got a goal and assist. So, well done. Still no news from Austria Vienna, though. We'll go on one more day and see what we get. There's the offer, my friends. FK Austria Vienna have offered me a 2-year contract. Now, before we accept, let's have a look at the club. Let's have a look. So, it's a good reputation, really good training and youth facilities. But let's have a look. So, we haven't even been given any, objectives. They haven't told me I have to, be a certain position in the league. But let's have a look at the club. Let's see. So, the first thing I want to see is how did they get rid of their last manager? Where did he go? So, Thomas Lech was in charge right up until the 2nd of February. He left, so he wasn't sacked. Where did he go? He went to Besiktas then. So he went to a better job. So that's the only reason why he left. Okay, So they're third in the Austrian Premier Division. So, this is the league with Red Bull Salzburg in it. So they've dominated the last 7-8 years. So they're going to be the team that we want to try and usurp from the top of the Austrian Premier League. But they're a good team. They're third in the league. Who was their key player again? Kadri Mohammed. He's a decent holding midfielder, or a centre-back rather. So I think we've done well here. Who's their captain? Alexander Grunwald. He's a decent player. I'm liking the way this is going. So the Austrian Premier League, what's the rules of this? What's the rules? Is it just like a straight league? So league table. Oh, there's a Champions playoff. Well, hang on now. Let's go back a year. So if we go to stages, let's go back a year. So there's a Champions playoff. Okay, so it looks like that. Oh, this is going to be confusing. Teams start with all their league records along with 50% of points from the main stage league. So at some point then the league must split off with just the top teams to see who wins the league. So it must be top 6, bottom 6. And there's a European playoff as well. Oh, this looks interesting. This looks very interesting. Okay, so we need to negotiate with the board. So they've offered me $6,500 a week. I was on 800 quid and I'm going up to $6,500. 1.25 transfer budget, 300k wage budget. I don't know how much they're spending at the moment though. Do I try and push them to 7 though? Do I be cheeky and ask for 7k a week? They've accepted. They've accepted. So, with that in mind, we are going to take the Austria Vienna job. I think this is an appropriate time. Oh yes, I do want to send the offer off. So we have accepted the job offer. So this is a good time to say goodbye to KuPS. To be fair, we did a lot better than I expected. We took over a team that they weren't that far away from the top, being the top of the league. They sacked their manager because they had a very poor season, but they were a good team anyway. So we just brought a couple of players and we managed to win the league on the last game of the season, which we weren't even involved in. We won the league, which was a complete surprise. And we managed in the next season to make the round of 32 of the Europa League. There's some very good players we've seen on the way. Karjalainen, Kaka, he looks like he's got some amazing potential. Koulibaly was a good player. Patrick Star, not so much. But Maricic was a fantastic player in the second season. So I think it's fair to say goodbye to KuPS. Thank you to all my Finnish friends I've made along the way. I am certainly now a fan of KuPS in Finland. But now we move on to our next challenge. John takes Austria Vienna hot seat. The former KuPS boss was introduced to the public. They paid 110k for my services. So I think we're going to do the welcoming. I'd like to formally welcome you to Austria Vienna. The club would rely on their fullback. We've got $7,000 a week. $7,000 a week. That's insane. We got no injuries. We got a lot of players that are unhappy with first team football. And the captain, I'm not going to rock the boat. I'm going to keep the captains as they are for now. Let's have a look at the squad. So if I sort it by position, if I can find position. So we've got a fair few decent players, my friends. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to do the team talks and stuff and the introductions. And we're going to go through the whole squad. We're not going to play any games today, so if you want to skip on to the next one, if you want to watch the games, I'm going to go through everything and just evaluate the squad and see what we'd like to do at Austria Vienna.
3 days later.
Hello! It's been a few days, and a few changes. My hair isn't quite as nice, and my beard has grown out a little bit. But I got a new microphone as well, so it might sound slightly different, but we'll just roll with it. It's fine. So we've had a quick look over the club. I say quick, like I say, it's been about 3-4 days. But one thing that I need to address is the competition that we're in, the Austrian Premier Division. So, as we mentioned previously, this is a league with Red Bull Salzburg in it. Red Bull have come in and they've just poured money and corruption and everything into this league. So I think our number one aim, whilst we are with Austria Vienna, or Austria Wien, whichever way you want to kind of pronounce it, is to try and topple Red Bull Salzburg. They've won the league for the last 7 years in a row. And before that, Austria Vienna had a bit of dominance when it comes to Austrian football. If we take a look at the club, and we look at how much they've won, where do I go? I think it's history competitions, I believe. We have won the Austrian Premier League 24 times. We've won the FA Cup 27 times. As far as I know, I think we are the most winners. We are the most dominant team. Yeah, we were the most times winner of the Austrian Premier Division. Is it the same for the Cup as well? If I go to the Austrian FA Cup, are we the most winners of that as well? Records? There, 27 times we have won the Austrian FA Cup. So they were a bit, they had an era of dominance before Red Bull Salzburg came in. So we have not taken over a small club in Austria. Arguably, we've taken over the second biggest club in Austria. If there's fans of any other team in Austria and you think you're the second best team, I mean no offence. From looking from an outsider's perspective, I think they are the second biggest club in Austria. So we've got to try and topple the dominance that is Red Bull Salzburg. And if we look at how we've done over the last few seasons, if I go back to club and competitions again, let's have a look. Domestic leagues, there we go. So we come second, seventh, second, third. So we've always been, apart from the odd blip season here and there, we've always been up there. We've always been a top team in Austria. So I think it's time we try and restore some glory to FK Austria Vienna and try and win the Austrian Premier Division. And if we can win the FA Cup, which it doesn't look like that we are in the Cup this year, but we don't care about the FA Cup anyway. We want to try and win the league. The FA Cup is here or there. But if we can try and win the league for Austria Vienna, I think that's going to be our goal whilst we are in Austria. So yeah, looking at the squad, I'm very excited of what we got to play with. If we go to the tactics, I think we're going to try and stick with the tactics we had with Cups, because it looks like it does work. And it's actually the formation they have been playing, before they changed manager. If I go to the schedule, if we look at the last couple of games they played, if I go to formations, so they've been playing with a defensive formation as well, which is great. If I look at the Europa League first knockout round, they got knocked out by Basel. So the team that were in our group with Cups knocked them out of the Europa League. If we look at formations for that one, yeah, again, playing with that defensive formation. If I look at, and that was the home game. So they have been playing a slight variant of that formation. So we are going to be sticking with the defensive away and the attacking at home formations. We've got a fair few good players at this club. We've got Pence in goal, who looks to be a very solid goalkeeper. 3.5 star current ability, 4 star potential. Now, you've got to remember that 3.5 star in Austria Vienna is different to 3.5 star with Cups, because it always goes against the type of players you have. So whilst he might be 3.5 stars, if he was with Cups, he'd probably be a 5-star player. So we've got Pence in goal, we've got Tegel at right back, he's a perfect wing back to have. He's 3-star current ability, 3-star potential. We've got, in fact, I'm not going to go to all the players. I'll just show you the role abilities. We've got Mohamed, 4-star ball-playing defender. He's a fantastic ball-playing defender. We've got Marchenko as our complete wing-back, so he's going to be going up and down the wings, putting the crosses in. We've got Jego and Dagerstal in the middle. We've got Venuto, Pavicic, and Seatum. Seatum's going to be the inside forward for us. He's 28. 3-star current ability, 3-star potential, and we're going to have the old deep line forward, Frezenbilcher as the striker. I might even play him as a pressing forward. 3.5 star current ability, 4.5 star potential. And the best thing about this team is if I sort it by ability, we've got a lot of good players, like 3-star ability players in this squad. So we've got a lot of depth to this team as well. We're 3/4 of the way through the Austrian league season. We've only got 3 games to go in the current league before it splits off to the champions and the relegation and stuff. So if we look at the league table, we are in 3rd place. I think it's the top 6 that go into the championship playoff. And we're going to be in the championship playoff. I think we're going to be fine. The board just wants us to be around the top of the league, so that should be achievable as well. So I think we're good to go till the end of the season before we can try and make some changes, bring some people in. I think it's going to give me a chance as well to get to know the team, get to know how we play, where we have strengths, where we have weaknesses. I mean, if we look at the team report, this is going to give us an idea of where we need to improve. So we'll look at the weaknesses first. So we're not good in the air, so we're not going to put a target man up front. Maybe try and limit the crosses as well. We've got left backs, a bit of a weakness. Not much transfer and wages, so that's going to be an issue. 4-4-2 is considered an average of 4, so we're not going to play 4-4-2. So we've got lack of depth in goal, right back, heading. So again, we're not going to be playing target men much. Aerial reach for the goalkeepers. So it's slagging off the goalkeepers a little bit. It's slagging off the goalkeepers a lot, to be honest. So jump in reach, so pretty much the weaknesses are don't play target men and the goalkeepers. That was kind of telling us here. Vulnerable against 4-2-3-1 wide, but we do have a lot of strengths. So we're very good at crossing the ball. We just got no one to head them in. Maybe we look for a target man in the summer. We've got a lot of flair, good finishing, long shots, off the ball's good. We've got an aggressive and committed squad. Penalties don't seem to be a problem. Stamina, pace. There's a load to go through. We've got a lot more positives than negatives, which is a good sign. So it does look like we're going to be keeping with the formation we had with KuPS. So that's good news to hear. If we look at the B team, which very interestingly, they play in the league below us. So it's going to be great first team experience. Do we have any star players? We've got quite a lot of black star, 4-star potential players in our reserves. We've even got a 4.5-star, centre-back and left-back potential. So we've got a lot of good youth prospects coming through. We look at the under-18s, we've got a 5-star potential left winger, Boris Polster. He's 17, he's definitely a 4, potentially a 5-star player. We just need to make sure we train him as an inside forward maybe, just to try and get the most out of him. Because he's left-footed, but if we can play on the right and cut inside, we could be good to go. So I'm very excited with what we got to play with. We've got 26 million in the bank. The wage budget's a little bit inflated, so we might have to try and move some people on in the summer to get the wage bill lower. Transfer budget's neither here or there. I mean, we didn't really have a transfer budget when we were KuPS, so to have money to play with would be a very nice thing. So yeah, I think that's kind of going to be it for this episode, guys. We've achieved our goal to find a new club. And then for the next 2 games, we're going to go up against Sturm Graz and SCR Altach in the league. So I'm going to have to try, and now that I've learned Finnish fluently, in fact, I'll show you how I know Finnish fluently. It's because it says here, I can speak English, fair enough, Welsh fluently. I know a bit of Welsh. I mean, I am from Wales. I am Welsh. I do know a bit of Welsh. Fluent might be stretching it, but I do know Welsh, and I can speak fluent Finnish as well. I would show you guys, but I don't want to flex in front of you all, This guy can speak 3 languages. I don't want to. I'm not that guy. I'm not one to brag in front of people, so I'm not going to show you my Finnish. But we are still studying for our Continental B license, so we are moving up in the world, my friend. So it is a sad goodbye to KuPS, but it is an exciting hello to Austria Vienna. And tune in next time. I'll bring the competition screen up. Tune in next time as we start our first 2 league games out in Austria. Leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2019 content. We'll be uploading the FM19 Brexit Manager every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, with a sprinkle of Sunday episodes thrown in at 6 PM GMT. And I will see you next time as we start our adventure in Austria. Thank you very much for watching.